Well, we've given the ground a couple days, and a couple nice days at that. So, no question now that we can get that thing across the wheat. So we're gonna get this stuff top dressed. And it is supposed to be 70 degrees again today. Turn my heat on. But right now I think it's like 39. And it feels cold. But I will say, I am glad to be back in the sprayer. I am truly excited to be able to do some actual field work. Get out of the shop. Feel like I'm actually doing something farming. Got Kyle tending to me today. Looks warm outside, but it ain't yet. So we've only got 3 fields to do. Shouldn't take us too long as we don't have any problems, which you don't plan on them, but hey, if they happen, they happen. We'll tackle them when they do. But I'm intentionally driving to the furthest field first because one, I'm empty, and I can run 35 mile an hour when I'm empty. If I have like more than 100 gallon in the sprayer, it knocks me down to 30. And well, that 5 mile an hour actually makes quite a difference. And another benefit of being empty, going several miles down the road, is it's a little safer. I've got a lot less weight I'm throwing around. Because you think about the difference between me being loaded and empty is 1,000 gallons right now would be 28, which weighs 10.67 pounds per gallon. So you're looking at almost another 10,600 pounds of weight. Safety going down the road. If I'm not throwing that weight around, it's always nicer. I'd say that's pretty good timing. My boom's out of my way, I can get a little closer.
Stop sign is still standing.
Nice.
Close, but
yeah.
Much easier turning this way than.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I forgot my gloves.
Well, I don't remember how to do it, so either you talk me through it or I give you the gloves.
All right, hook that to that. Now we let it fill. This stuff has greened up more even from the 2 days ago I checked it. Yeah, it's a little wet on top, but it's a lot more solid than what it was. So we're gonna run it. That's good. Yep, you gotta move your... Do it quick, go quick, and shut it off. All right, done with him. Well, at least until I'm empty. But I got a lot of charging and setup to do before I'm ready to start spraying. All right, first thing, let's change my weather conditions. It is quickly rising to 47. Only 5 mile an hour wind out of the southeast, sunny, and 73% humidity. Just good record keeping there. We will change my product to we are doing a single product of fertilizer, and it is 2800 UAN, and I think we're good to go. Give you guys a good look at these streamer nozzles. Top dressing wheat is the only time I use these nozzles, and I just love the look of them. They are so satisfying to watch. But you got 6 even streams on each, and gives you a nice even blanket. So right now you can tell I am spraying 33 gallons to the acre, which equates to right at 100 pounds of 100 pounds of nitrogen. And we put on about 40 pounds through our dry fertilizer last fall, which means we are shooting for a total of about 140 units of N on this wheat. And fun fact about wheat, there's really no threshold, upper end threshold on nitrogen. The more nitrogen you put on it, the more yield you're going to get. It's kind of, it just keeps going. But where you run into problems is when you put too much nitrogen on the wheat, the heads get too big, wheat falls over, then you're harvesting a bunch of downed wheat that really takes a beating. So you kind of max out your nitrogen levels thresholds based on that fine line of trying to get as much yield without making it fall over. So for us, the 140 has been in the upper end of where we've seen, but I actually, the pass before this, I actually did a test strip of 40 gallon to the acre, which is going to push our total in on that strip up to 160, which we have never done anything that high before. So it's going to be really interesting to see this summer when we come in and to harvest it, whether that 120 is going to be completely flat, or if the hybrid we chose with the growth regulator that we're most likely going to spray on it come post herbicide time frame, see if that higher management's going to be enough to keep the wheat standing and utilize 160 pounds of N. So I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see. It's going to either be good and we're going to wish we did the whole field that way, or it's going to be really bad and we're going to hate that we have a 120-foot swath of it. But you don't ever know things like that unless you try them. So with the gallons per acre that I'm spraying and these nozzles and just my current parameters, I can only run about 12 mile an hour, which sounds fast, and it is for most other operations, but 12 mile an hour in the sprayer, it just feels so slow. But it does let me be a little more accurate, because even at only 12 mile an hour, field 1 of 3 is done. Made it, but gotta fill again. Some of you might be thinking, if you guys only have 3 fields that total less than 75 acres of wheat, why even mess with it? What's the point? And if you weren't, well, now you are. But it's because these 3 fields are probably some of our wetter fields that have 0 tile. So we have decided to tile them this summer. We've never been good doing winter tile projects. It's just the weather never cooperates for us. It's just too many other things to do. So the fields we want to tile, we like to put into wheat so that we can still get a crop off them, hopefully make a little money on it, and the ground becomes open and available in the late July, August time frame when there's not a whole lot of other stuff going on. So we typically like to spend those weeks in the summer improving our ground and laying tile. Midwest Indiana, in a classified moderate drought already, and it's literally March. Everything is dry, and currently the county that I live in is currently under a burn ban. But yet I still tracked through that corner of the field. There's areas in this field that are still wetter than what I would like to be out here in this sprayer. But you can't wait on it because they will never dry out. So that is pretty much why we're doing this field. Even that spot, I tracked through that. So hopefully this summer we can remedy all those issues. And that's it. All of the wheat is top dressed. But unfortunately, because I'm spraying nitrogen, which is very corrosive, makes metal rust very quickly, I'm going to go back to the shop and pretty much right away start cleaning the sprayer out. I don't want this nitrogen sitting in the boom, sitting on the sprayer or any part of it any longer than I have to. Well, I got about 103 gallons left in here. So before I worry about flushing the boom out or anything, well, kind of need to get the tank empty. Well, I finally got enough water pushed through the boom and cleaned out as good as I think it needs to be. So the inside of the system is flushed, but I'm going to take it one step further for now, and that is get the boom itself all sprayed down, because it doesn't take long. I've got a fine mist of nitrogen all down the boom, and well, the boom steel, this part is what's going to keep it from rusting more than anything. Well, that was relatively quick and painless. we're gonna let that sit outside for right now because I need it to dry off real nice. Because as soon as that planter's out, which we are making progress on it, just got a few more things to put on it and that'll be ready to come out. The sprayer is going in next. That's going to be tricky because it's got to be unfolded, at least enough to get it on the ground. So that's going to be tricky, getting a 120-foot boom in there, unfolded and on the ground. We've done it once before, but it's tight. And that's because of these boxes right here. Yep. These are all upgrade pieces for that sprayer. I was excited about the applicator that we did a couple months ago, but Dad usually runs that. I was excited about that from a business standpoint. This I'm excited about, one, from a business, yes, it should save us and help us make money, more efficient and all that fun stuff. But the sprayer's my baby. So this is gonna drastically change the way I run the sprayer. So it is getting the Exact Apply puck performance upgrade kit. So we are putting Exact Apply on that machine, which if you guys don't know what that is row by row nozzle control. So every single one of the 97 nozzles on my sprayer will be individually controlled with a PWM nozzle. No more 10, 15 foot sections every 15 inches. And that is a game changer when it comes to waterways, bordering fields, and just pretty much eliminates any chemical overspray, basically. And then in addition to that, we are also upgrading. So we currently have Precision Plantings Reclaim on the sprayer, which I have talked about numerous times in the past. It's an awesome thing. If we didn't have this option, I would never get rid of that option. However, John Deere has their own reclaim recirc system that goes on those booms. It is piece by piece made for our model. Everything is integrated within the monitor, and it's just on a sprayer that new, it just makes sense to keep everything Deere. We wanted to go everything back Deere and get it kind of from this tier to basically top of the line as far as options on it.
I feel the need for speed. Danger zone.
Really haven't been videoing any of this since when we were first tearing trees out, just because it's nothing you guys haven't seen multiple times. But Jenny and Kyle are making pretty good progress. I've been doing Jared's job today. We were gonna be burning. You talk about perfect weather to burn, but for some reason, I mean, it's March 12th and our county put a burn ban in effect. I mean, that's crazy. It's not that dry, but I don't know what kind of liability we get into if I were to start burning something and then it get away from us. So we held off lighting anything on fire. But hey, looking pretty good. I think we'll run that field cultivator over everything tomorrow and pick up one more time and see what we look like. I'd say we made pretty good progress today.
I'm officially going to call it a day. It was so nice getting to be able to spend the day outside and have a beautiful, calm, because I don't care for wind, 70-degree day this early in March. Makes you, it's early enough, I'm not stressing about planting yet, so it makes it really enjoyable to get this kind of weather this early in the year. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and If you didn't know, in the early 1800s, they actually used to sell ketchup as medicine. It was supposedly supposed to treat diarrhea, indigestion, things like that. I didn't know that, but now you do. See you in the next one.